Shabbat Shalom. This is Talia. Thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to share with everybody what's been pressed on my heart this week. It is the season of sowing, and I want to pay more attention this year. What type of seeds I'm sowing in myself? I really want to work on wisdom, faith, and dealing with the spirit of fear. And so, first of all, I just want to put out there that it is sowing season, and what you do within this season can start off your year awesome. It can really propel your harvest season. So I wanted to put that out there first, that within these next few weeks until we calculate it to about the beginning of December is sowing season. So whatever you do, whatever you sow into yourself, whether it's words, reading, what we watch on TV, what type of music we listen to, within this appointed time, referencing Genesis chapter 8, Genesis chapter 1 and Genesis chapter 8, the Most High sets appointed times, signs, seasons, and this supernatural time right now is dealing with seeds. So once again, I am personally striving and desiring for wisdom, increasing my faith, and the supernatural type of faith. And I think that's different. And also the spirit of fear. So the Most High placed in my heart, really looking at what types of wisdom he offers. And I think that's really important, reading the book of Proverbs to find that out. And I was reading chapters 1 through 4 this week, and I want to finish the whole book, but really diving in chapters 1 through 4, and chapter 3 stuck out. Well, all the chapters stuck out, but a couple verses particularly in chapter 3 stuck out. And it, let's see, starts at verse 13, and it says, "Happy is the man who finds wisdom, the man who gets understanding. For her good profit is better than getting silver, and her return is better than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies. None of the things you can desire are to be compared to her. Length of days is in her right hand. In her left hand are riches and honor." And so, the Most High references wisdom as a feminine characteristic or a feminine attribute of him. And so, ladies, what type of seeds are you sowing into your husband? A wise woman builds up her house. So, how are you building up your husband? How are you building up your kids? A wise woman does not do certain things to tear down her house. So I know for myself, I'm working on that. And husbands, what are you planting into your ground? What are you planting into your kids, planting into your wife? We're receivers. So what you put in is going to come out eventually. So, you want to keep that in mind, the type of seeds you're placing in your wife. If you want her to be more confident, wives, you want your husband to be more confident, or empower him and not enable him. That's a whole nother class. But just keeping that in front of you, even when we're dealing with your kids. I know with my daughter, I really want her to not just know her ABCs, but I want her to have manners. I want her to say please and thank you. So I know that that's important to put in her, at all the time, but like I said earlier, appointed times. And so the Most High, dealing with me in studying his word, studying these 4 chapters, he allowed me to see that, watch this, in the time of supernatural seeds, supernatural appointed time to really propel your harvest for the 6 months down the road, he places a holiday, Halloween, that nourishes the spirit of fear. nourishes the spirit of fear. And the spirit of fear takes away faith. And if you're trying to increase your faith, don't entertain the spirit of fear. There's marathons of scary movies. There's marathons. Everyone's getting dressed up this weekend. I know people are going to say, well, it's not all about the ghouls and whatever like that. But I don't want to for me, I don't want to entertain anything like that. I don't want to participate or anything that's going to take away what I'm trying to build up within myself. On top of the fact that, there's a whole nother lesson on Halloween. But I just want to stick with not entertaining something that's going to take away your faith. And that can be TV shows, that can be people, that can be family or friends, coworkers. So putting yourself in a place where the Most High can download into you, So that was just really important for me. And I wanted to share that with you as I like to share. I like to give wisdom. I like to help. How are you helping people? How are you being that resource, women? How are you being that helpmeet? If you're not married, preparing yourself to meet a future husband. What are you putting in yourself in terms of seeds to meet that person? And it could be for single men too. How are you preparing your vessel now in this supernatural time to make yourself a better person spiritually, naturally, financially, emotionally, whatever the case may be? So I just wanted to bless you with that, to not have doubt, especially now. What are you reading to encourage yourself? What are you reading to build yourself up? And remember his instructions and remembering his love, really establishing a relationship with him now during this particular season. So again, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, share your testimony if you want. I'm willing to answer questions and things like that. So thank you once again. Talk to you soon.